They didn't announce it. They didn't explain it. One day solos was gone and casual solos took its place. No stats, no progression, no weight. If you're a regular player, it feels like they took something away. But if you're a cheater, this might be the best news you've had all season. So let's break it down. Solos used to be sweaty, stats driven, unpredictable. Now, casual solos just has no visual progression, no KD tracking. There's no real bragging rights. But this is where it gets interesting. That's really the perfect environment, not for casual players, but for quietly containing and manipulating cheaters. Now, you might be thinking, but the cheaters aren't ranked. And you're right, the most aggressive ones are. But that's exactly why solo casuals matters. It's not where they fight, it's where they're studied. It's a low stakes sandbox, a place to monitor behavior, test ego triggers, and gather data without the chaos of ranked. See, the best way to hurt a cheater isn't really to ban them, it's to let them win in a room where no one's watching. That's what I call an ego trap loop. You fill their lobbies with bots, ghost stats, and low rep players. You remove the crowd, the leaderboard. You let them win and win and win until it means nothing. So there's no glory, no recognition, no escalation. You don't punish the behavior, you starve the reward system. And that's way more effective. Now let's try to connect the dots. So, no stat tracking equals no prestige gain. Easy matches equals an ego boost without accountability. And casual only equals no rank credibility. This really feels like less a game mode and more like a behavioral sandbox, a pressure chamber, a padded cell. Now here's the twist. It's not just catching cheaters, it's catching everyone. Legit solo players are now stuck in the same meaningless loop. They fight bots, they sweat through stacked lobbies, but their wins don't count, their progress doesn't show, and slowly everyone starts to feel the same thing. Why am I even playing this? Here's the thing, this might not have been designed as a trap. Activision doesn't necessarily have a track record of complex behavioral systems, but whether it's intentional or not, casual solos behaves like one. It starves cheaters of glory and it isolates weird behavior. And it makes people wonder what's really going on. Was this all a coincidence, a design oversight, or something that's evolved into something more? Um, Perhaps I give Activision a little bit too much credit, but I think a lot of what they're doing right now with casuals um, is testing for the future, right? I see a scenario where cheaters are not necessarily banned, they're allowed, but in their own sandbox where they think they're playing against real players. Um, it's a win win. The cheater does not have to go create a new account. They don't keep getting banned, going impacting other humans' games. They're essentially living in the matrix, right? They are playing in an environment that they think they're fighting against real players, but they're actually fighting against bots that have been trained, gotten smarter, and it's indistinguishable between a normal player. I think that that's why they're explicitly calling this casual mode, um, being transparent that there are bots in there, so in the future they can insert better trained AI, better trained bots to fight against the cheaters. The cheaters don't impact other humans' experience, and go from there. But also, this can be used against normal players as well, right? This will be a challenging situation because part of the fun in playing in online and BRs is knowing that you're playing against another human, right? The satisfaction you get against playing against another real player that you know is legit is much bigger than, say, when you're playing a campaign and you're killing a bunch of the AIs in the campaign. So this is completely subjective, though. Um, Everyone kind of has their own opinions on this, but we'll see. Next video, I'm planning on doing something on 5 radical ideas that could actually eliminate 90% of the Warzone cheaters. They're all based on real world systems. I have not heard any creators or anyone online really talking about these. These are more complex. They involve game theory, um, some concepts kind of outside of gaming. So, the popular anti-cheat ideas, top five: hardware bans, two-factor authentication, server-side AI cheat detection, crowdsource reporting, and legal action. They don't quite work. They fail. Um, for number one, hardware bans, hackers already use spoofers to, fake hardware IDs, two-factor authentication. Hackers just buy verified accounts in bulk from different marketplaces. Um, you know, Phone number verification may slow them down, but doesn't stop them. Server-side AI cheat detection. High-level players often display the same behaviors as cheaters. Fast reflexes, accurate aim, really leads to false positives. Crowdsource reporting. That's an issue because most players, the average player, will report out of frustration, not out of accuracy. The last one, legal action. Most of these companies work outside of the U.S., so they're not in U.S. jurisdiction. Some of the large ones, maybe, but so yeah. In that next video, I'm going to be talking through some ideas. You know, Interested to get feedback on them because again, I have not seen anyone talk about them. I really hear about these traditional methods, and I'm kind of looking at it from a different lens. So interested in getting feedback on that, and hopefully, you guys will watch that when it releases. I hope you enjoy the cell at the end. I did not see this guy. I ended up with 26 kills this game, and I was extremely bored.